Okay. And we want a mana shrine upgrade started. Go ahead and do that. Alright, most of the glass units that died have already come back to life. The zombies are coming back up now. What is this? Reminds me of Rock Raiders Lego when I was younger. This is called Dungeons 2. It's a game where the beginning of most of the maps, you are underground, you're like this evil overlord, and you're making a dungeon, heroes come in and attack you and stuff like that. Once you have gotten strong enough, you break out onto the surface, and once you're on the surface, it's like an RTS map, like Warcraft, and you slowly try to, you know, take out the objective, destroy the enemy base, whatever. And right now, I'm learning how to play the undead side, which is got very fragile units, but they come. You can bring them back to life after they're killed, so you can just keep attacking with them over and over and over. So here's some adventurers coming in right now, and they're going to get to this gate and start trying to come in, and I'm going to hit this alarm bell, and all of my people that are currently working are going to head over and deal with this problem. But also this game makes fun of a lot of other games. Like, look, Bartha Snow, making fun of Arthas and also Jon Snow. It makes a lot of jabs at both at Game of Thrones and other fantasy games. Wait, what are they doing in here? Oh, they're on like on strike or something? Oh my god. Okay, so there's not enough room in there. Okay, hang on a sec. I can fix that. This is like the resting room, and I guess there's not enough room in there for them all to rest. Okay, so let's do demolish.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Hold on. We got people on strike because there's not enough room to rest in the resting room. Fill in.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Yeah, working on it. And we need more of this room. There we go. Okay, you guys should have enough room to make a lot more bathtubs now. Whenever they get the rubber ducky thing above their head, they're wanting to take a bath. These undead really value their cleanliness. Oh, the tier 2 units use a bigger bathtub? I didn't have any tier 2 bathtubs. Oh my god. I had no tier 2 bathtubs. Okay.
It's payday.
Yeah, they'll pick up the gold in here, and it'll become less messy over time. Okay. We finished the mana shrine thing, so we should be able to build that now. Whoa! Oh, that looks so cool! Significantly increases mana production. Okay. Alright, so that's happening. What else? Dude, like, for real, that is neat. Although the fact that the hand has 4 fingers instead of 5 freaks me out. But it looks neat. Alright, what else can we do? We need more clay pots. We're always running out of clay pots. Alright, if we destroy this, I can make another one of the advanced labs right now. Okay, so we got these guys. So destroy the west. Oh, I need to destroy that outpost there. Alright, so I think after the next set of attackers comes, we're gonna do that. What is he doing? Barthas is just like running around. Okay. Alright, so destroy this and expand the lab and then make you a better workstation. More clay pots. And yeah, we just need more clay pots. We're constantly losing them when the attackers come in. Hey Mukluk, due to chat, I'm now playing RSL and enjoying it so far. Welcome to our addiction, Kellyan. Oh, I just saw a troop level up. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Is this Overlord 3? This is Overlord 2's DLC, where they introduced the Undead faction, and I'm playing it for the first time. Alright, so let's do this. You guys come out here, you come out here, and I need to bring some Banshees. So, da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Alright, so we're going out into the overworld now. So the Banshees have the ability to see invisible, which I forgot to bring last time, and that was a huge problem. Okay. They are heading out. I've left a few workers at home. And some wildlife, which we are absolutely wrecking. Fox meets skeleton with a gun. Back from shopping. Oh boy. Dude, look at the range of these guys. They're so far back. I didn't think they could, like, it's in the dungeon. There's usually the hallways aren't that long. Didn't think they could hit from that far back. Alright, so by taking out this spawner building, that'll be one less thing sending attacks at me constantly.
Had added a ghoul to its army. These emaciated brain biters were particularly well suited as melee fighters on the front lines.
Wait, what?
The corrupting evil's troops reduced an alliance
Two free ghouls.
Inflamed with rage, Meltisand sent some of her bodyguards from the sacred place towards the dungeon.
Finally, some real opponents. Come, undead, follow me. We
Inflamed
will
with rage.
exterminate all that lives.
You know,
Iron Gates.
I'm starting to like that uncommunicative, curly-headed little so-and-so.
Portal of Terror has a very scary doorknob. If damaged, it briefly strikes fear into opponents' hearts, and they flee in panic. Scary doorknob? How do you improve the skeletal fist trap? By giving it an armored glove. Oh yeah. Res trap buries a mini skeleton in the ground from which rises when an enemy approaches to temporarily stop him. Also resurrects fallen opponents in the area as skeletons when triggered. These are pretty cool traps. Okay, so I gotta do the desecration thing here so that undead can pass. Alright, so we brought See Invis this time! This should go quite differently than last time. You had something in the dungeon that looked like a book. Like a book? Did I? I didn't see it. I'm not sure.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
You do occasionally get books,
It's
like
payday.
my one troop that's like actively regenerating. That's because he found a book of regeneration. But if there's another one around, I haven't seen it.
The ritual was completed, the tombs desecrated. Instead of a magical aura, all that surrounded Melty Sand now was the tang of evil had her by the short curve. And it was
Dude, I think these guys are on walk command and not attack command.
Hair-raising experience.
Look, can we just bloody stop talking about curly hair, alright? Now let's get him!
Fear not, my friends. We cannot allow the undead to pass. Defend the altar at my side, and your deeds will be sung throughout the kingdom. Through the fire god's power shall you be revived.
Oh, I forgot about that altar again. The clever evil wasted no time in destroying that altar.
Forward, undead. Follow me for the corrupting evil.
You know, I had not yet corrupted these graves, but the game seemed to think that I had. That's pretty interesting. It's like, all that's left was to charge for it. I was like, I haven't done the thing yet. Not complaining, but I haven't done it. I think it like had the quest trigger was tied to corrupting like 3 of the gates or something. I think this originally connected here, but then it caved in partway through the campaign. Ooh, there's a book. What is that? Chance of landing a critical hit plus 5%. Let's give that to one of the snipers. And potion, heal everybody up. Alright, did we desecrate all the things? I think so. Alright. This is always the bittersweet part, because you spend so much time on these levels and upgrading stuff, and we're basically ready to, you know, like wrap this level up and finish it. Let's destroy that and put the new fancy door that fears people there.
The corrupting evil's undead army had almost reached Melty Sand when the cowardly fire priestess pulled back, preferring to send more of her minions into the fray instead.
I'm trying to cast Desecrate. I need that to finish right now.
Destroy these undead.
There we go.
I'll be right behind you. I just need to sort something out first.
I'm right behind you. I just need to sort something out.
Run behind you. Just need to sort something out. Typical cowardly living creature.
Wow, we lost a bunch of units there. Alright, so this is the altar where they kept bringing their units back to life. Man, this altar has a lot more hit points than their friggin' cannon towers do.
A wise man once found that these weirdwood trees received their beautiful red color from the rich ketchup deposits in the soil.
Rich ketchup.
When I say wise man,
And now, you die, fire woman.
Traitor! You may have won this battle, but the war is not over yet. I will build a new, even bigger altar and send you and your vile master back to your graves.
Just shoot her.
I will not let that happen. After her.
Cast a gun!
yes, easier said than done. This bridge has collapsed and was unfortunately the only way deeper into the south. The unable to swim evil's troops would have to make a detour before they could resume the chase. Their path would lead to the east, into a region also belonging to the Alliance. That being the case, they would just spread their chaos and destruction there first.
Alright.
Chasing Melty Sand proved difficult, for she had destroyed the path behind her. The corrupting evil therefore turned eastward. There, in the frozen fields of Ulcer, a part of the Alliance had built new King's Ending. The city would not last long.
I don't know if you can see him. He's flopped over sideways right here. I'm scratching the top of... It's kind of hard to make him out. I'm scratching the top of his head right now.
The frozen fields of Elsa lay before the corrupting evil. These would have to be crossed to follow Meltisand. Yet the Alliance watched the area as much an obstacle as the cold itself. But the cold had gotten worse of late, as if to say, winter is coming. Slowly, it began to look as if the area had been cursed by a prickly ice princess. In reality, it was the presence of ice-cold evil. A group of fanatical Meltisand followers, the Brotherhood Without Hammers, also came to the fields of Elsa intent on setting up shop. The corrupting evil would put their plans on ice.
The Brotherhood Without Hammers. Okay. Alright, what do we start with? 4 troops, decent population size.
The first of the Brotherhood's followers had arrived in the fields of Elsa and built their main camp. Shortly thereafter, they sent a construction team to build an outpost. That would, of course, be nothing less than a suicide mission. It says here, quote, the workers build a spawner, unquote. Spawner? What's that supposed to be? Oh, a house. Why doesn't it say house then? What a load of horse shit. The Brotherhood's workers enthusiastically began to build a cozy wooden house for their fighting comrades.
What a load of horse shit.
In addition, they built a few impressively large catapults that made a distinctly unpleasant impression, but that would not stop the mindless army.
Hopefully they don't hit me pretty soon. I don't have much to defend myself with right now.
And neither would the quickly erected watchtowers. Wonderful. The tidying up evil would have a great time with the creative dismantling of these facilities.
Almost as much as I will.
The narrator is far more entertaining than Bartha Snow's lines. Okay. Production. We need an alchemy lab and a laboratory. Alchemy lab is more important. Okay, there's that. And as soon as possible... Oh, nice. Okay, so we start with the cemetery and lab research. So next up, in the near future, we are going to need to build the final resting place so they have a place to rest and not get mad at me again. We can do that right here. Wait, what did Barthas just do to that room? Oh, is that his Desecrate ability where he buffs a room? Okay, I think so. Let's build another worker, get another fright. Another one of the goyles. Goyles. I wonder if I still have the upgrade where these dudes are fast. Not sure. Haha, chat. Welcome to the lab. He's even got the green bottles, swishing it around. Let's see, Dungeon 3. We might get enough evilness to get Dungeon 3 on this mission. Touch. He's an employee. He's the only one allowed. Let's see. Can we... What was it? Oh, final resting place. That was the next thing. Doesn't have to be a large version of the room, just something for them to use. Okay. Okay. Next up, we need to get a lab. Is it called lab? Do that. Hang on a second. Yeah, lab. So we've got alchemy lab. So there's alchemy lab and lab. We have alchemy lab, now we need lab. Let's see, not enough mana. Do I have the, okay, so the essential spells are already researched still. That is good. Is that Noxie? No, Noxie's in the editing room. It's the deepest, darkest cave. Expand the shrine to make it more efficient. Oh wow, that is a long gold vein. Alright, so those guys are doing their thing in there. Do I have cemetery research yet? Let's see, Mana Tombs, Lab, Alchemy. I do. Okay, so after this room, we will, let's see, I'll go ahead and make another worker now. After this room, then we'll make a cemetery. I need them to finish that. I'm making the mistake of giving the little workers too many different orders, and they're not getting done what I need them to get done. This guy's name is Snotty Finger. He's a hit on he's a hit on first dates. Here comes some enemy troops. Yo, okay, God, I didn't want to do this. All right, we gotta cancel these orders. Y'all really need to dig these rooms out, like now.
The throne room is under attack.
I don't have a cemetery yet, so if anybody gets really low on health, I'm gonna need to micromanage. But right now, the division of damage is not too bad. Okay. We're gonna need to expand the lab. Every 3x3 space in the laboratory lets you make another test station, which is faster research, up to 3. And there's another zombie to work there, and we are completely out of gold. All right, you guys can go back to mining the stuff I told you about earlier. Now I need a cemetery for peace of mind so that I don't have to worry about being unable to bring people back to life when they die. Getting triple income of clay pots early should make it easier later on. So we don't have that shortage we had. Let's see, we're gonna need another 3x3 later, so 1, 2, 3. And then this will be a wall, and then right here we can start the cemetery. Which needs 2x2 spaces. So that would be fine to start. And then after that will be like trap room, guard room, stuff like that. Pugs is moving to BP, and my alt's already gonna do it. Oh, you're doing a server transfer for World vs. World Flip Girl? Is that a vein? That is a vein. Yes, I am. Right on. Now, I'm a little nervous because usually we run into a bunch of enemies by now. Like we run into like a spider nest or a dragon nest or something like that, and that hasn't happened yet. So I'm a little nervous about that. I think I need another worker to speed this up even more. Okay, so now that we've got a lab, what are... Okay, there we go. Forgotten on speed. So we're starting out with access to tier 2 stuff this time, so as early as possible, we're going to upgrade Forgotten on speed. Get that going. Because that was a huge difference when the skeletons got much faster. The DLC is more difficult. In a way, because in the DLC you play the undead faction, and the undead definitely have a slower start, so I would say it's a little more challenging at the beginning, but later on, I feel like winning is just patience and time, because your troops keep coming back to life once you've built the cemetery. They don't, a misplay is just like, oh dang, well, I'll get those back in a minute or two. You know, it's not like a misplay costs you, 30 minutes worth of building an army. All right, we'll do treasury there. And I believe I've got gold stacking currently being upgraded. Not there, though. Where was it? It was in the alchemy lab. Sorry, didn't mean to pick you up. Okay, gold stacking 2 was done. Faster res, improved capacity at alchemy lab. Let's do bigger piles of gold 3 for faster stacking. If they don't have to move as far to stack gold, then the income goes up. Man, they still haven't finished this over here. Good lord. Again, resisting the urge to give them more mining assignments, because I need them to finish their current projects. You know, it wasn't until now, like the 4th or 5th level of this, that I realized these glowing rooms, those are rooms that Bartha Snow buffed. So they're like working better or something. Okay, cemetery and tomb. Okay. Alright, that is definitely a huge piece of mind, getting that first one down. So now, if anybody dies, they will come back eventually, as long as I don't lose the game while they're dead. So now I can go back to giving crazy mining orders.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Here we go. The first wave. What do we got? 3 basic troops and a bard. But I don't have any traps for you to disarm. Fool. So I'm just gonna use the spell. I'll have to, and get everybody to rally on that point. And then I'll cancel the spell after, because I don't have a guard room yet.